Seascape. Now, it's a bustling city in its own right. A vast coral reef teeming with weird inhabitants.
Certainly organisms were living in the deep sea, they were living in the water column, they were living in the sediment, on the anything we have today.
Perfect home for the planet's rapidly evolving. The UV radiation is most intense in the tropics. Devastation ripples up the food chain. More suffer with hunger pangs. As the weeks go by, the destruction of coral reefs grows.
Corals are composed of an animal, yes, but they also have tiny plants in their flesh. They're called zooxanthellae, and they pull out of the flesh, they swim off into the oceans, leaving the coral without them. Very quickly, we would have started seeing them.
Only 3 months have passed, and yet the side effects of the death rays are felt far and wide. Mating season for these coiled nautiloids is in full swing. These cousins of the straight nautiloids are generally small, just the width of your hand. But the coiled shells assume that
they're adapted for their local environment,
accelerating the destruction of the food chain. A once vibrant habitat is now a
Physiologically, it's difficult to secrete in cold water. Cooler water meant much more difficult times for these organisms. They couldn't build as much calcium carbonate. The reefs essentially died.
This is another catastrophic side effect of global cooling. Deadly and unpredictable weather, damaging the protective ozone layer. Intense sunlight poured in, destroying the food chain. Starvation settles up at the South Pole. Feet. Now they're half that. They are far weaker than that 3rd century BC. It is now 700,000 years after cosmic